My name's Jimmy Ayers. I farm in central Illinois, about 10 miles southeast of Springfield or Rochester. Farm with my wife Sydney and my son Cameron. Y drop has come about and probably changed our nitrogen program drastically. One of the best things I think that the Y drop has allowed us to do is become more efficient with our corn, trying to keep the nitrogen in the field and utilized by the plant. It's disheartening to see a lot of anhydrous put on in the fall when the plant's not going to use it for 6 to 9 months. It just doesn't seem like a good stewardship move on many people's part. Now I know the industry's set up to do that because it works for the fertilizer and chemical companies, and it works for a lot of farmers. They get that process out of the way. But for efficiency, I believe we ought to be doing more nitrogen in the spring, and these Y drops allow you to tailor that program in the middle of the spring and the summer, where you really can get the best use of your nitrogen. So we've altered our plan. At this point in time, we do 100 to 140 depending on the soil type, and that gets us to tasseling, which takes really 100 units of nitrogen to get to tasseling. And I'm a little bit odd. I do it at tasseling or shortly thereafter. I'm really trying to fill the kernels at that point in time. So we add anywhere from 20 gallon to 50 gallon, depending on the year and the opportunity that we have. So I think one of those changes there that has helped us has allowed us to fit our program better to the possibility of higher yields for that particular year. The Y drop, dropping the nitrogen right at the base of the plant, really seems to work out. It doesn't seem like it takes as much moisture to get it into the soil. I know Greg's talked about stem water before, and I really think that works, because throwing that over there by the root base is putting that nitrogen where it belongs. The reason you want your plants singing the same song and doing the right thing every day exactly alike is for yield. It all comes down to basically a process of trying to get the most sugars and starch out of the ground and into a kernel, a marketable value that would allow us to have a return on our farm. Yes, the overall run of Y drop for us has been better utilization of our nitrogen and able to fix situations or problems. A lot of spring seasons, you don't have the guys that put their gas on in the fall, they don't have the opportunity to go back and do that. We can go back and fix that. And those wet springs are where you really have the opportunity to fix situations that you've had. We feel like we're more efficient and we get better yields, and we like the plant health. We're able to keep that plant going, growing, and working for us. A lot of times you'll see plants that fire up early. They've lost their nitrogen, but we don't seem to have that problem when we put it on like we do.